Good evening and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Cricket Captain with Kent. Now, it's been a little while. It's been a little while since we had some Kent on the channel, but it is back. And again, as I'm always saying, we've got a slight restructure of the way the videos are coming out on the channel, and it's quite simple, really. It's quite simple. Skyrim, every day, other series, on rotation, every day. So today is Cricket Captain. Yesterday was Football Manager. The day before was Cities Skylines, I believe. I can't even remember my own schedule. But it's quite simple. There it is. Now, with that said, let's go on. Let's go in. We've got a county championship game against Derbyshire. We are down in 8th. With 4 draws and 2 losses. But we have 8 games to go, and we are not out of it yet. In fact, one win would see us shoot up the table. That win could well be today. So I'm going to load the last first class team. I'm going to look at the averages that we are currently setting. Bowling average wise, that 41, I'm afraid, is simply not good enough. Now, looking at the conditions, it looks like it's going to be a relatively pacey wicket. Maybe just the one spinner is enough. I'm thinking it is. However, it might not be the worst idea to get Everson in for Bosch because he's looking a bit tired. Singh also a bit tired. So let's bring in Quinn. We've got Jamie Porter, of course. We stole Jamie Porter. Billings is looking incredibly tired, so that's going to have to be a swap. Let's go for Finch in there as our keeper. And Compton, again, is going to have to be swapped. And that's unfortunate because Compton is batting relatively well as an opener for us. Others less so. So let's go with Muyeye, who's only played 2 games. Finch is getting himself a debut. In fact, you know what? No, let's give Child a debut. It's said that Child has improved his keeping. Let's give him a... Oh, but then Finch hasn't had... You know what? No, I'm changing my mind again. Back to Finch. Muyeye as captain is absolutely fine. These batting averages aren't actually that bad. It's just our bowling maybe that needs to tighten up a little bit. So that's what we're going to try and do today. We're going to go into the coin toss and we're going to bowl first. So we're going to have to try and get ourselves some wickets early doors. So we're going to bowl... For the start, yeah, you know the deal. We just tend to try and bowl a good line. Just try and bowl a solid line. You will get chances if you bowl a solid line. There is one of them. Perfect. Porters, that started very, very well. Good. Oh, that's a bit... Bounce back, Porter. Well done. One more over. Oh, it's one too many for Quinn. Everson comes in. Porter, one more over. Porter's done well. It's a good opening spell. Okay, one more over for Stewart. I don't want him to... Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, all right, but then look, they're not batting rapidly. They're batting relatively well. Everson, one more over from you. And I'm actually going to bring in Logan a little bit early. And... I'm going to somewhat regret it because that's sat up for some runs. Logan, I need you to kind of sort that out. He has started to. Quinn, back on it. Oh, another chance. Goes a begging. 109 for 1. And at this point, I'm thinking, like, there's got to be something we can do to change this up. But we have just taken a wicket. We have just made the breakthrough. They both prefer offside, but I don't particularly want to throw some offside, leg side bowling at them. We've got a nice breakthrough there. It's actually a wicket maiden. Well done. And now maybe the wickets are going to fall and we can grab another couple. It's a caught and bowl chance, and it is gone, and that's unfortunate. Gone for 49. And that is lunch. And you might actually argue that we've kind of taken that session, or at least fought back into that session really, really well. Quinn to carry on. Logan at the other end, who's finding perhaps a little bit of rhythm. 129 for 4. Just need to kind of... There we go. Keep it going. Just keep that pressure going. These are good numbers as things stand. These are indeed good numbers. Let's go out to the offside for Thompson. Okay. They are trying to counter-attack. But we've calmed them down. Okay, let's go to Porter, who obviously got that breakthrough first thing. Porter does it again. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh, no, no, no. Not 2 in... Oh, he does get 2 in 3 balls. That's it. We brought Porter back to do the damage. He's done just that. Logan to continue. Porter to continue. We've got him 177 for 8. Make that. Goodness me. Go on. Oh, not quite. Okay, Logan, take a rest. He's actually bowled really well. I'm going to go to Stuart, and I'm going to try and use a fresh bowler who hasn't bowled much to try and break things down. Porter to get the 9th. He's on a 4-fer. He wants one more. Stuart, you get in on the action. I'll be happy. It's mid-off. It's gone over his head. Okay, Stuart, add a 3.29. Let's go back to Logan and just try and wrap this one up with a little bit of spin. They've made it to 200. I don't really want them getting much more than that. Let's go to... Yeah, let's wrap this up with a little bit of spin. O'Riordan gets in. 210 for 8. 210 for 9. O'Riordan does make the breakthrough. One more. There's T. They've made it to T, but we're trying to bowl them out here and really take what would be our first opportunity in this match. Really to control maybe the rest of this match. The spinners aren't quite getting it done. They're pushing to 250. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, well done. Finch gets a nice stumping to wrap things up. Well done from Dupavillon. 34. Which is actually the 4th best score. Yeah, well played. Okay, 239. Now, all we have got to do is more or less just bat sensibly here. More or less, day 1, as much as we can of day 2. And we will genuinely be in a pretty solid position in this game. I'm looking for a good first innings here. I'm looking for a 300 minimum. And so far, I'm very happy. Mansfield's doing well. We've got an hour left. It would be a really good idea if we could try and take advantage of this hour that we've currently got. Muyeye's gone for 16. He's given it a go. That's all right. It does, however, bring O'Riordan to the crease, who does start with a boundary. Now, don't get out silly. No, goes for another boundary. Lovely stuff. The lead is cut to 200. But, of course, we have lost an early wicket. Then again, so did they. So did they. So just keep yourselves in there for the minute. Keep yourself going. O'Riordan, that is the opposite of keep yourself going. Leaning. Look how aggressive Derbyshire are now trying to be. They're really trying to up the ante and get kind of in our face. And they're bowling that leg side line to Leaning. 3 overs to go. I really don't want to lose another wicket. But specifically, I don't want to lose Henry Mansfield. That would be a bit of a... No, why do I speak? The game can hear me. The game can absolutely hear me. 64 for 3. Trailing by 175 or whatever it was. We go into a new day. Finch comes in on debut in, well, this season at least. The top order, none of them scoring particularly, like, a great deal. Mansfield faced a lot of deliveries. He was set, and I was hoping he would make it to the next day so that we could then tell him to go a little bit. But the priority was trying to not lose wickets, and in the end, we still did, which is frustrating. Leaning is going a little bit better. In fact, they both are. There we go, boundaries. Let's get that 100 up and then evaluate. There is the 100 up. Okay, perfect. An hour and a half to go. We're 103. I'm going to say 3 greens for the both of them. But I just want us to keep going in sensible ways here. Sensible batting. I don't really want anything more than that. I'm not looking for 5 and over. I'm not looking for Bazball, if you want to call it that. I'm just looking for a little bit of control in this game. You can sit. Oh, is that going to be close? It is going. No, good. Leaning makes 50. Well done. Well done, Jack Leaning. 129 for 3. Now, again, like I say, if they can just keep going, we've got ample time. We've got so much time. There's no need to rush. If we bat strong, we bat well for this next half hour, really cut that lead, and then bat the next session as well, we will find ourselves leading this game and potentially able to just do the old bat once and get out of there. Now, are they going to pull a Jamie Porter and get 2 in 1 over? No, they're not, because Ferguson says, have some of that. 153 for 4. Don't forget that our opponents, Derbyshire, were, what, were they like 100 for 1? Partnerships. They actually were, because if they were 101 for 2, they were, of course, 101 for 1, or 109. So that 100 partnership there is quite respectable. But then a flurry of wickets. And they're only really rescued by some good last 2 partnerships doing a good job for them. Ferguson, well done. Love that. And again, right past the bowler, almost hitting the bowler. Leaning, do not get out before the break. Nice, well done. No, I don't want highlights. I want easy overs that just move us through. I don't want highlights. I like hitting boundaries, that's great. But you're scaring me. 71 not out. We're on 3 bonus points, but of course trying to go for more. I'm going to calm Leaning down. Back to 3 greens just for a little bit. Lovely stuff. If he could get himself a ton, yes, big stuff. Let's just keep him on 3. Oh, dang it. Grant Stewart comes in. 188 for 5. 188 for 6. And suddenly you're thinking 2 quick wickets. You're thinking that 46 difference between our teams, it suddenly feels like a lot more. But we have made 200, and if we can just get ourselves a lead, we almost never, I feel, get ourselves a first innings lead. This would be a big, this could be a turning point in the season. We get ourselves a win. We shoot on up the table and we start asking questions of everyone around us. And at the minute, look at this pairing, Everson and Stewart, the all-rounders. They've put in a bit of a partnership here together, and the lead is cut down to 8. 4. 3. Scores are tied. We now have the lead. 240 for 6. And if we make it to 250, which I'm hoping we can, we will get ourselves a nice batting point. 246. 246. That is outrageous that you're getting that many dot balls. We're going to tell them to speed up a little bit because that is a lot of dot balls. But there is our first batting point. 252. And of course, telling them to increase just gets them out instead of any sort of aggression. Logan comes in, smacks a boundary, and then gets himself out. You're a Wally. Stuff Quinn, well done. There is tea on day 2. We lead only by 30. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I said I wanted 300, and we are getting close to that, but 35, it's nothing. It can be gone in a flash. Okay, Porter, you're going to stay there. Everson, you're going to hit. Never mind. Porter's going to get boundaries as well. Porter, I said... What did I say? Never mind. Okay, we have a lead of 39. Look, we have a lead. This is probably going to be a game that ends in a result one way or the other. We need to make sure it ends the right way. Oh, good chance. Okay, a boundary means a change. That is the rule we're going to go with. Because I want wicket... What is going on? Why are they starting like this? Get out of town. I'm not having it. I refuse. I refuse to have it. Logan comes in early. There we go. Sort it out. There we go. Porter. Quinn. What? How? How are they hitting these things? It's the same pitch that my batters could not do a thing on. Makes no sense to me. Okay. Now I'm just going to follow what the game is trying to say to me, which is I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to bowl what they don't like. That's a misfield. It doesn't count. That does count. So Porter comes back. And Derbyshire lead by 53 without loss. In, 25 overs. They're going at nearly 4. On the same pitch. In fact, it's obviously a worse pitch than we were batting on. It's ridiculous. Yeah, see you later. Thank you. No 50 for you. Porter is seemingly the best of the bunch here. Logan's now going for runs, which is frustrating me, because if my spinner is getting smacked around, it does become a little bit more difficult to decide what to do. Is he... Am I right in thinking Wayne Madsen... For some reason, I'm thinking that Wayne Madsen plays for Italy. He does. He did. He's played 8 matches for Italy. Oh, and then he got injured in the first game of the World Cup this year. Wow. That's rough. Oh, and now we might get him out after doing a little bit of research on him. Yeah, he's gone on the pads. Wow. I feel bad now. Okay, we're going to get a bit aggressive on the new bats, because the situation we now find ourselves in is not one I enjoy. In the air. Mid-off grabs it. 74 and gone. Love that. Or nothing. They're at 200, but remember there's 30-odd runs that come off of that. And now there are chances. They are getting some runs, but there are chances. And there's another one. Let's go back to Porter for the last here. Nothing there. Lunch interval. Okay, like I say, I reckon this is going to be a game that has a result. Probably not the wildest, most outrageous prediction to make. But the only way this is a result... Oh, how is that not carried? I think the deal is we've got to go aggressive here. They might get some boundaries. That is fair. That might happen. But if we just bowl a little bit tighter, like that... Yes, I'll take that new ball and I'll give it to Jamie Porter. He's gone. Well done. Holden's gone. Well done. Porter gets the breakthrough. 289 for 7. Lead by 250, of course. This is still doable. This is very much so doable. We've just got to rattle through these last couple of wickets. Get the job done. I'm keeping it aggressive, because it does seem to be getting those wickets. Stewart's tired. Oh, there we go. Stewart is tired. Porter, let's change it out then. Let's go to Quinn and Logan. 330 for 8. So we're trying to chase about 300 here. But the deal has to be just get the bulk of them calmly. Like, I don't need you to go crazy trying to smack runs out the wazoo. You just need to stay calm and get this last wicket as quickly as possible. Not like last time where we let them get a big old 40 partnership or whatever it was. There we go. Gone. There we go. 301 to win. We got 278 last time. We can do this. We can do this. There's no doubt we can get this win. But the only way we get this win is if my top order bat sensibly and they bat long. You've got ample time. We've got so much time. So questionable singles are absolutely out of this. Muyeye. Don't come back to the sheds if your score is in double figures. Because I am fuming. I am absolutely fuming. Jos3h. 56 minutes to go. Our batters are looking relatively set. They're looking good. Every time I say something like that, I regret it because they do something silly and they get out. That was an absolutely ridiculous run. There was no single there in any of the infinite parallel universes and the 1% of them where they happen to play cricket. That was ridiculous. These guys are going well. They are going well. That's 100 up for one at the end of the day. 201 to win. Of which, it's not out. Of which we need to reset. We have 3 sessions to try and get it. You can score 200 in a day absolutely easily. You can score 200 in a session if you are a little bit crazy about it. We don't need to do that. Muyeye has made 50. Now, I said don't come back to the sheds if your score is in double figures for running out Mansfield. He's just going to smack 3 fours. I mean, how can I stay mad? He's doing a great job. Oh, Reardon, what are you doing? That's a silly one to give away. Leaning. Just stick around and we'll win this game. That's all it is. Genuinely, that's all it is. You don't even need to stress. You don't even need to worry. Just stay there and you will get the runs. It would be impossible not to. I genuinely think that to be the case. You've got 90 overs in a day to score 200 runs. I really feel like you would do it without even meaning to. He's got 88. He's done a cracking job. He's tried to redeem himself. We've got still so much time to go and get these runs. And 7 wickets to do so. That's a 6. Finch, what are you playing at? Goodness. And look at that number just ticking down. They're going so well. Leaning. It's not great, but you have taken 15 out of the total. That's not out. Lunch day 4. 109 required. And I'm thinking... I'm still... Oh, is there a fielder there? No, I don't think the fielder's going to get there. They're not. It's going to go for 4. And another one. Well done, Ferguson. Double figures required. Oh, is he edged that? He has, Finch. No. Stuart, just try and calm it down for me. Just try and calm it down and stick around. Yeah? 212 for 5. Still a decent chunk of runs required here. Is he... You are kidding me! That's a bit of a joke, I'm not going to lie. But Everson is there. We can still do this. No, we can't. Ferguson, that's silly. Logan, just stick around. We need 66 runs and we've only got 3 wickets, not 4. So you put one straight up. Is a fielder going to get there? somehow not. I do not understand it, but we'll take it because every boundary is quite significant at this point. Not out. 56 to win. 54. Just keep going. Just keep going, Everson. You're doing great. 48 to win. 47 to win. Oh my word! It's the closer we get, the more stressed I get because 3 wickets can happen like that. Especially with a tail order, especially with Kent. Not out. Not out. 38, 37. They've taken the new ball. Okay, I'm going to tell Everson to try and step things up here. There's only 2 wickets remaining because of that retired hurt. He's got to try and get the runs. 31. Well done, Everson. 29. 1 session, 29 required. Do your best. Don't do that. That's how we go. Great. Great. Yeah. We lose by 19 runs. I would like to know how many Stewart hit in the first innings. 36. That's how many we missed out on. That's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah.